back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 Create a Sim video today. And so today is definitely going to be a really great day, just because I'm excited to say that I am creating two lovely siblings, Meghan Cho and Erthan Cho, the two social media obsessed children ever to be created in my Sims 4 game. And I happen to believe that these two are going to really make it big in life. So what I did actually is I already did make an apartment for them too, in same as, in the fashion district where the karaoke legends actually live. I already kicked them out and put these two lovely Sims in. So there's actually a young adult and a child, and Erthan is actually 10 years old and Meghan is actually 26 years old, and I'm really excited to play with them as my current household for a couple of months until I get bored. But I'm really excited to play this story because what I told in the speed build, which should be going up before or after this video, I can't remember because I recorded the speed build voiceover first and then I'm doing this one. Anyway, like I said, I'm really excited to play with their story just because they have a very intricate story where their father passed away like 10 years ago, and then like 5 years later their mother kind of like dipped out and left them high and dry, which is very terrible, just because their mom was like, I can't do it anymore, I can't be a mother, it's just too much for me, and she just kind of basically just upped and left, changed her name, and like just literally left to go to another town. And that is actually when Meghan Cho decided to go ahead and pack up her things, get away from the hustle and bustle of the suburb area where she actually lives in Willow Creek, and go to San Myshuno to pursue her dream of becoming a social media star, and alongside her brother Erthan, who's 10. And back when Erthan and Meghan lived in Willow Creek, Meghan kind of really got started with her social media presence through, her local dog rescue organization that she kind of helped started in a way in Willow Creek with the mayor Henry Smith is the mayor of Willow Creek, and he kind of basically helped Meghan get started in, fundraising, helping the local communities of Willow Creek, making them better, getting their presence out there in the world, and making them well known. And it's all because of Meghan, the way she did things, and she really helped them to be a very successful business. And after her father passed away, she went through a rough time, kind of got, upset and depressed after a while. But once her mother literally moved out, that was kind of basically the last straw of where she kind of lost it. And she, like I said, packed up her things, took her stuff, and Erthan to San Myshuno to live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. And during that time was like 5 years later into like the future, Meghan kind of lost sight of who she really was as a person, and why she actually got started into social media and photography and modeling in the first place. And she lost sight of that because her mother kind of ruined her life and didn't really give her the stuff that she needed, basically didn't give the stuff that she needed, and also didn't really give her the attention that she wanted. And Meghan Cho actually has the self-absorbed trait, and kind of giving you a brief description of that. Basically, Sims who have the self-absorbed trait love compliments, love getting attention, love getting presents, and love just basically being talked about themselves constantly. And when they're not, they're really tense and upset and like don't really know what to do with themselves at all. And so her mother really never gave her attention that she wanted. And she seeked help from other people, like her peers from high school and like her followers. And she has almost around like 800,000 followers on Instagram. And she kind of like lost sight of that, of like, being her true self, and she got caught up in like the followers and the sponsorships and the love and the attention and everything else that goes along with social media. She kind of like took it all at once, and she just felt good about herself. And I guess like since then, after a while, she got an invitation to the Willow Creek Dog Rescue Center in Willow Creek by the mayor, Henry Smith, and they asked her to go ahead and to promote more of, the dog center that she, started together. And she put on this face where she had to be this certain person to attract and appeal and be authentic and nice to these people on social media, but also in person. But as soon as the camera, like, as soon as all the cameras like turned off and she was like, the media was not being like, the media was not seeing her, she kind of just put on this like this trashy, awful, self-absorbed, you know, person, this face, it's like character, and it was just not her. And Henry kind of saw that as like, she's really has changed. She really has lost sight of who she really was and how she really, you know, came to be. It was all thanks like to me and like the support of the town. And they kind of like gave her the benefit of the doubt because they know her, they know what she's like, and they know like how she became to be and how and why she's like this. And so they gave her the benefit of the doubt. And but it's gotten to the point where Meghan really needs to be told what to do and how to do things, and just like just being told what to do, because she has no self-control when it comes to, you know, being considerate of other people's feelings. And that's kind of bad. And like, of all people, you would think her brother would tell her what she's doing wrong is wrong and not being like true to herself and being authentic. And even though he's 10, he knows the business, he knows the area, he knows the lay of the land, because he has a want and a dream to become a, you know, a musician one of these days in his life, because just because he wants to. And he is a social butterfly, and he's also very cheerful. So he likes to meet people, talk to people, and getting to know the, you know, the area of, you know, San Myshuno, but also Willow Creek, and see where life takes him. And so he kind of goes back and forth between, like, you know, taking the train basically back and forth between Willow Creek and San Myshuno, just to, you know, go back to his roots and getting to know the people, meeting new people, and kind of doing like little side gigs every once in a while when he's not doing his like scout stuff or his schoolwork. So he kind of just does that on the side whenever he needs to or whenever he wants to, just to get his name out there. And I like that. I think that Erthan is doing something really good in the world, but Meghan isn't, but she kind of is. Like, I guess like after a while, like when she had hit over 200,000 followers on Instagram, she kind of like started to think, I can actually make this into a business. I can actually, you know, do things in the world and influence other people. And I think after a while, she thought to herself, if I do this, this, and that, and get these type of sponsorships, I could really make it big in the world. And like she's like starting to think she can do all these different things without the help of anyone but herself. So in her apartment, she actually has her own home studio where she like films her product designs that she does on the side as well, like where technically she has like her own merch store, I guess you would call it. And she also has this like modeling thing on the side alongside with social media, and her best friend Bethany lives literally right next door to them in the apartment in the fashion district, who helps her with her filming and her photography and basically everything that has to do with social media for herself. And Bethany, of all people, you would think even her brother, but mostly Bethany, who is literally her age, would tell her that what you're doing is not right, and what you're doing is literally affecting everyone around you, including your brother. Like, you're literally setting a bad example for your brother. And she kind of like doesn't really want to hear it. Like, she doesn't want to hear about herself. And it's like, she's going to get a bad quirk from this and a very bad reputation if she's not careful. And I, for one, think that she could eventually do things for good and see where life takes her and go back to her roots and go back to, like, what she really wants to do and to go back to what her original mission was, is to help other people and spread awareness and spread kindness and happiness towards others without putting on a fake persona for the views or the camera or whatever when it comes to the media. But that is basically, as of right now, what she's going through currently in her point in life. But she's gonna soon have a mental breakdown and just like take a break from social media for a while. Even though her fame's gonna kind of deplete a little bit, she's okay with that. And she hasn't gotten to that point, but she will eventually, because they're my current household and I can do whatever I want. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap up this voiceover right here. I really hope you guys much enjoyed this lovely creative sim and all sorts of other fun stuff. I will try my best to actually link down below to all the custom content that I use with Meghan and also Erthan, just so you guys can like go to the correct links to the certain creators of the custom content and everything like that. But go ahead and leave me a comment below. Do you think Meghan will eventually go back to her roots and actually, be her true self? I think she would be, but, only time will tell. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. As always, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!